All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Yep. Sorry we late. We finally made it. MD, you there? You there? Okay, I guess we're still having trouble with MD's connection. So yeah, we're here. Reading this week, we got three articles that we want to share with y'all. Um, we're gonna do an insider first. We got the we're gonna do an update on the four people. If y'all remember, about a month ago, roughly about a month ago, we did a show on four people from South Carolina. A sister and three brothers went to Mexico. Uh, she was going down there for an operation. They went down there and got ambushed, and yeah, two of the brothers were killed, and the other two, one sister and one brother, made it back. And one brother, I didn't even know. I just found out recently. His legs got amputated. So we're going to be touching on that. They're going to give very, very detailed information of what happened to that. So we just gave y'all just the overall story. This time around, we're going to give a firsthand account of his experience, what he went through, um, what she went through, the psychological, uh, just what they went through, the psychological damage that they went to mentally and physically. Then after we deal with that, we're going to deal with y'all know there was a Fox settlement. There was a lawsuit, and we're going to read the details because I'm not sure if they settle out of court or did they go with the full trial. So like I said, I'm just getting this hot off the press. MD dropped this, and so we're going to get the details. Like I said, I don't know, but they're yeah, Fox settles lawsuit. So we're going to deal with that. And then finally, we're going to deal with if you guys have not heard the news already, there was a situation with a elderly man, and there was a young teenager who knocked on his door, and the man he opened fire on him. From what I understand, and I'm gonna read the article, he was in fear of his life. The size of the guy, I don't know. He just said he just opened shot because he was in fear. So we're gonna get the details, but he turned himself in. I believe it was either today or the day before, or no, at 18th. I believe it was yesterday. He turned himself in. So we're gonna dig into that, and so yeah, that's how we're gonna deal with this situation. So look like MD still having a little trouble. So
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
All right, we in there, man. Let's get to it.
Okay, let's get to it. Okay. So the first article we're gonna deal with the Mexican kidnapping. Like I was telling the audience, MD, we talked about this before, but we didn't really get into details. So we're gonna get firsthand
Right.
details, step by step, what happened in that situation. So we're gonna read this article and we're gonna get right to it.
No doubt, no doubt. And again, let me know. I'm not having some technical difficulties because where I'm at. So,
Okay, no
Black
problem.
Sign, or if anybody in the chat can't hear me, just let me know and I'll bow out and try to get it resolved. But other than that, we
Okay.
good to go.
Okay. So let me do a share screen. Let's get started. Let's see, window share. Boom. Okay, let's see. Let's get this ad out the way. Damn. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is the. Oh, I think I got it wide enough already. Okay, so let me.
Yeah, that look fine.
Okay, okay. So none of us deserve it. Americans who survived kidnapping in Mexico share details of their captivity. Let me scroll down. It says, let me hide this right here. Let me scroll down here. Americans kidnapped by Mexican cartel reveal horrifying details. And let's scroll down. It says CNN, more than a month after four Americans were attacked and kidnapped by a drug cartel in Mexico, the two survivors say they're still recovering from the trauma of the terrifying ordeal of the killings of their friends. They didn't deserve that. None of us deserved it. But we're alive. We have a of recovering to do. Latavia Washington McGee told CNN's Anderson Cooper in an exclusive interview Tuesday. Washington McGee, Eric Williams, Rashid Woodward, and Zendale Brown were kidnapped on March 3rd as they were driving to a medical appointment in Matamoros, Mexico. Woodward and Brown were both killed. The attack came in broad daylight with the armed men ambushing the four friends not long after they crossed the U.S.-Mexican border. Investigators believe that the Americans were likely mistaken for Haitian drug smugglers. A U.S. official familiar with the investigation previously told CNN. The group was driving when they heard a car bomb horn behind them. Brown looked back to see a gun and warned the others not to stop the car, Washington McGee recalled. Then the shooting started. Zendale and Shaid, they jumped up to run and they were gunned down, Williams said. As someone started to beat on the car window with a gun, Williams jumped out the driver's side. That's when I was shot on both legs, Williams said. Washington McGee was forced into the bed of a pickup truck at gunpoint, and the others were carried into it, a moment captured on video and shared by authorities after the kidnapping. An innocent Mexican bystander was killed during the encounter after being hit by a stray bullet almost a block after a half from where the Americans were taken, officials say. He said he loved us and he was gone. Williams and Washington McGee told CNN Brown and Woodard were both still alive when their limp bodies were dragged into the truck bed. Damn. The four were driven to another spot where they were interrogated. That's where Shaid said, I love y'all, and I'm gone. And he died right there, Williams said. As Woodard lay dying in the back of the pickup truck, I told him I was sorry, Washington McGee recalled. He said he loved us and he was gone. It was the last thing he said, Williams said, through tears. Diablo mask and guns. Washington McGee and Williams said that they were taken to several different locations over the days they spent in captivity getting blindfolded, and they were moved between locations. At one point, the group was taken to a house outside. They saw armed men in the red plastic Diablo masks who were pointing the guns to our heads, telling us not to look up, Williams said. They were also taken to a clinic where Williams described his leg being placed in a piece of wood and stitched up. No pain medication or nothing. They just stitched it up, Williams said, adding that no one checked to see if the bullet was still inside. Washington McGee said she was put in a room with Brown, who was badly wounded and dying. He was fighting for his life, and they didn't do nothing, she said. I talked to him the whole time. I just told him sorry. I asked him to come with me. He was, oh shit, hold on. He was like, it's okay. I'm your brother. I'm supposed to be there for you. I love you, McGee. Washington McGee recalled. The kidnappers told them they would take Brown to the hospital. Washington McGee said, but they came back maybe an hour later and he was dead. Jesus Christ. At one point, someone showed Washington McGee the video of their kidnapping. She saw herself being forced into the back of the truck. I just started to cry. I'm like, I'm never going home, she said. Then there was hope. Washington McGee and Williams were woken up in a dark room to see a man standing over them with a light. He was like, there's nothing that we can do to bring your two brothers back, but we're sorry. Somebody made the wrong call. They were high and drunk, Washington McGee recalled the man saying. They were always a step ahead. At one point, Washington McGee and Williams were blindfolded and taken to a truck. Williams said his friends' bodies were then placed on top of him to keep him hidden. The Americans were driven around all night as they heard the sound of guns being cocked. Washington McGee said they had police scanners and all types of stuff in their trucks. They knew what was going on. They were always a step ahead. So I was like, they're going to find us like this, McGee recalled. But eventually, they were dropped off at the wooden shack where McGee and Williams were rescued on March 7th. The survivors and the bodies of their friends were brought back to the U.S. Washington McGee says she tried to escape twice during the ordeal for my brother to have the proper burial and for us to go back home to our families and kids. An apology letter was later issued by the Gulf Cartel, which is believed to be responsible for the kidnappings, and the group handed over 5 of its members to local authorities, according to images circulating online and a version of the letter obtained by CNN from the official familiar with the ongoing investigation. CNN cannot confirm the authenticity of the photos and has asked Mexicans and U.S. authorities for comment. Though investigators believe the letter to be authentic, Mexican and U.S. law enforcement officials participating in the investigation strongly doubt the sincerity of the group's apology. The official who shared the letter with CNN said, at least 6 people have been arrested in Mexico so far, according to Mexican officials. And that's okay. So, and that's it right there. So yeah, man, this is intense right here. Damn. First of all, I mean, it's so many. I mean, where do I start with this, man? Where do I start with this?
Hell, we can start by them just going as bystander
Okay,
to go with her to go get something that she probably didn't need, and doing it haphazardly. You know what I mean?
right. Uh-oh, you just faded out.
I'm sorry. My bad. My bad. My bad. I
Okay, okay. Oh, no problem, no problem. Okay, okay, cool, cool.
so again, yeah. So what we suspected when we heard about this story on the onset was pretty much true. Like these 3 guys went just on the sake of her going down there. You know what I mean? Like I said,
Right,
I don't
right,
know. I don't know the situation as far as the reasoning behind them driving. I don't know. I guess it was just cheaper to do so. But yeah, it was no it was no reason for you to drive to Mexico, like, and you needed to go to a specific place without any type of coordination or guidance as to exactly where you were going. That was stupid in turn. Should it have happened? Still, no, it shouldn't have. But what rational person would do something like that? Like it ain't like you just driving up the street. You know what I mean?
right, right.
It's crazy.
Shit. What about the part? And I don't want to skip too far ahead, but you know where I'm gonna this whole now I can understand. I'm assuming they were in the middle of nowhere because I guess one of the cartel members she was pleading that to take one of them, I think Williams, to the clinic because his leg was busted by the goddamn gunshots. You know what I'm saying? And so with
Right.
no pain, it says no pain medication or nothing. They just stitched it up. I mean, what the fuck, man? Oh God.
Yeah. With makeshift needle and thread, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like so again, now this story didn't go into what we learned earlier, Black Son, didn't you say that his legs had to be amputated?
Yeah, they had to be amputated. Yeah, they did. I guess they really didn't. I guess that's a whole post. That's another, but that was on a news clip, so I didn't play it because of
Right.
copyright issues. But yeah, his legs are gone. MD, both his legs are gone, and I
Yeah,
would only
and I,
assume some. Oh, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, yeah, again, like you was about to say, I can only assume that had to happen because of like maybe sepsis had set in at that point, some
Yeah,
type of infection,
yeah,
where it was too little, too late to save his legs. You know what I mean?
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, and this is, I don't know what people watch on the movies, but in real life, those needles have to be sterilized. When you're getting stitched up, hospitals, they got to be very clean. They sterilize that stuff. So to just take a random needle on the counter and proceed to stitch up an open wound, yeah, you're liable to, yeah, have all type of infections, man. So I don't know what,
Yeah.
how.
Not only that, but the wound got to be clean. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a whole
Like,
procedure, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Ain't no telling what got up in that wound during transport or none of that. You know what I mean? So
Right, because remember he was to get thrown back.
along with the bullet fragments.
That's right. Yeah, he said the bullets were never taken out at that point. We don't know what type of procedure he had up here, but apparently his legs were amputated. So it was to the point where uh, his limbs are unsalvageable, man. So it's yeah. Uh, like I said, I saw a video, but like I said, I can't play it on here. But yeah, his legs are gone, bro. His legs are gone. Ain't nothing but two stumps there. So um, so I guess we can go a little bit further, MD. And I wanted to touch on how they said man, they recalled hope. So I guess um so there's several points I want to touch on this. So they said a guy came in and basically said, it was a mistake. The guys were drunk, what I'm saying? We apologize. And so they were dropped off at the border. I mean, I guess
Yeah, that don't add up.
why you say that, MD?
Well, because if you go back and look at the story from when this initially happened, and on this story as well, they admitted that they mistake these people for Haitian smugglers, right?
That's right. Yeah.
So I think that's the key component to this story. I don't think the high and drunk part had nothing to do with it. I mean,
I don't either. Yeah.
I just think that they just said that just to try to justify what had happened, and also remember, I guess through orders of that particular cartel, they basically hog-tied all the people that were involved and shipped them off and gave them to the police. So there's that. Remember, no arrests were ever made in this situation. So the cartel is in control at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Right, absolutely, absolutely. So wait a minute, we said they were all okay. So you're talking about the victims, but they now didn't they say they turned in or what? I think it said nobody. Wait, no arrest. Hold on,
Now,
because I
you remember when we initially reported this story? The cartel, I think it was a total of 9 people
yeah
that they like dropped off in front of the police station
yeah
with that note.
yeah
So yeah, there it is right there. And the group handed over five. Oh, it was 5.
okay 5 people.
So yeah, so again, it says CNN cannot confirm the authenticity of the photos and has asked Mexican and U.S. authorities for comment. So we don't know what happened to these cartel members that they dropped off. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see what you're saying. So they could have just took a picture, but there's no way to verify.
Not according to
Okay,
CNN. They,
right, according to CNN. Oh, I see what you're saying. So we just supposed to accept the photo, whatever they took, and then that's that. No. I'm assuming no arrests, documentation or anything.
well, they do got the letter. the letter is factual.
Yeah, but they're saying, well, NCNM's claiming they don't know if it's authentic or not.
Well, I mean, you know, there's that. Well, no, they saying they don't know if the photos are authentic.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
They don't know the photos of the guys that got dropped off here are authentic or not. Not the letter.
Oh,
The
right,
letter is
gotcha.
in
Right, absolutely. Okay. Believe the letter to be authentic. Let's just believe the letter to be authentic, and Mexican law enforcement or participating investors strongly doubt the sincerity of the group's apology. I mean, okay. I don't know how people gonna take this, but I'm gonna just say this. It says through the investigations, believe the letter to be authentic. Mexican law enforcement. Okay, so no. So they don't know. They said, okay, so they said, okay, let me read this. Mexican U.S. law enforcement officials participating in the investigation strongly doubt the sincerity of the group's apology. Uh, I don't know how to take that, bro.
you can't. All you can do is take it at face value right now because we don't have. With the Mexican authorities aren't giving that information, or we don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We just don't know.
I mean, but can we look?
Because even though it should be placed under some type of U.S. jurisdiction based on the citizenships of the people involved, at the end of the day, if the Mexican authorities ain't willing to work with nobody, like, it's really like nothing you could do. You know what I mean?
Okay. I mean, but the story seems, I mean, for the simple fact that the two were still alive, I mean, I guess would you say it gives it some validity to the story as far as the Mexican authorities are concerned?
Well, it ain't got nothing to do with the validity of the stories. It's got everything to do with the validity of the apprehension of those cartel members.
Right, absolutely.
Like we just said, we in agreement when it comes to the cartel and them being in control of the local government. So who's to say like they weren't let go? Like, even if they were dropped off, who's to say that those authorities in that local town just didn't let them go? Who knows? We don't know.
Right. That's
CNN
true.
don't know. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Nobody knows. Right.
The U.S. consulate don't know.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a messed up situation all around.
It is, man. It is. And like I said, the sister, I would say she was I guess the luckiest out of all of them. Because like I said, the brother that is survived, yeah, his legs are gone. Yeah, they completely.
She's the luckiest out of all of them. Yet she's the reason why they were down there in the first place. But I'll leave it at that.
Right. Yeah, that's true, man. That's true, man. I hope I hope people, man, look at this situation, man, and just I don't know, just learn from it, man. Learn from it, especially like I said, you know, whatever I guess surgeries you think you want to get cheaper, man. Just know, man, it's a dangerous situation down there. Like I said, man, you got cartels. I thought this was common knowledge. I thought everybody knew that. I thought everybody knew the situation with the cartels, them running shit, them jockeying for power. You know. Now I will say this, MD, the whole Haitian situation is fairly new. It's fairly new, but as far as the cartels, man, having shootouts with each other, it's common. It's very common down there.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, man. Yeah, I guess we can move on to the next
Okay.
article. I'm trying to pull it up on my end, Black Sun. Just bear with me, man.
Oh, no problem, brother. No problem. Let me scroll this one out.
Like I said.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, man, I got terrible reception right now. Like, terrible.
No problem. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh damn. Did I? Oh shit. Damn.
No, that's me, man. That's me.
Oh, you did. No, 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 no. I damn took one of the articles down. I was trying to get this Mexican article out of the way and hit the wrong one. I took down the lawsuit. Shit, I didn't mean to do that. Let me see if I can pull that back up. Let me see. Hold on. StreamYard. Let me cut this off for a minute. Give me 1 second here. Uh, let's see here.
Yeah, my damn reception is terrible, bro. Let me know when you can see the screen.
Okay, no problem. Let me go back to the thing here. Yeah, I can see it. Yep, I see it. Yeah.
All right, so this is from Roy. Oh hell, what the hell?
Yeah, it's advertisement. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so yeah, this from Reuters, y'all. It says Fox settles Dominion lawsuit for $787.5 million over U.S. election lies. So Dominion CEO calls settlement of 2021 lawsuit historic. Fox says it wanted to avoid acrimony of a divisive trial. Settlement announced at 11th hour after jury pick. So according to this, the jury was picked, the trial was ready to get started, and apparently Fox settled out of court. This is basically what happened at the 11th hour. So Wilmington, Delaware, April 18th. Fox Corporation and Fox News on Tuesday settled a defamation lawsuit by Dominion Voting Systems for $787.5 million, averting a trial, putting one of the world's top media companies in the crosshairs over its coverage of false vote rigging claims in the 2020 U.S. election. The settlement, which legal experts said was the largest struck by an American media company, was announced by two sides and the judge in the case 11th hour. The jury had been selected earlier in the day, and the trial poised for opening statements in Wilmington, Delaware. Dominion had sought $1.6 billion in damages in a lawsuit filed in 2021. Dominion CEO John Poulos called the settlement historic. Fox has admitted to telling lies about Dominion that caused enormous damage to my company, our employees, and our customers, Poulos said in a statement. Truthful reporting in the media is essential to our democracy, Poulos said. At issue in the lawsuit was whether Fox was liable for airing the false claims that Denver-based Dominion ballot counting machines were used to manipulate the presidential election in favor of Democrat Joe Biden over the then president Donald Trump, a Republican. Tuesday's settlement spared Fox the peril of having some of its best-known figures called to the witness stand and subjected to potentially withering questioning, including executives such as Rupert Murdoch, the 92-year-old who serves as Fox Corp chairman, as well as on-air hosts Tucker Carlson, Sean Hannity, and Janine Pirro. Fox anchor Neil Cavuto broke into his news show, Your World, about 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time to report the settlement. A statement by Fox was read on air. We are pleased to have reached a settlement on our dispute with Dominion Voting System, the statement said. We acknowledge the court's rulings, finding certain claims about Dominion to be false. This settlement reflects Fox's continued commitment to the highest journalistic standards. We are hopeful that our decision to resolve this dispute with Dominion amicably, instead of the acrimony of a defensive trial, allows the country to move forward from these issues. Fox has billions in cash. Shares of Fox Corp closed up slightly at $34 per share, but were down 1% in after-hours trading following disclosure of the settlement amount. Fox has cash on hand to pay for a settlement. It committed $3 billion to buy back shares in the first quarter after revenues beat estimates. Fox Corp CEO Lachlan Murdoch told Wall Street analysts in February that the company had about $4 billion cash on hand. Dominion lawyers declined to answer questions about whether Fox News would apologize publicly or make changes. Fox News is the most watched U.S. cable news network. The settlement of $787.5 million is the largest amount of money paid to conclude an American media libel case, said Richard Toffel, principal of Gallatin Advisory. The previously highest paid occurred in 2017 when Walt Disney Co. paid $177 million in addition to insurance recoveries to settle the Pink Slime defamation case against its ABC network by Beef Products, Inc. Dominion sued Fox Corp and Fox News, contending that its business was ruined by the false vote rigging claims that were aired by the news outlet known for its roster of conservative commentators. The trial was to have tested whether Fox's coverage crossed the line between ethical journalism and the pursuit of ratings, as Dominion alleged and Fox denied. Fox had portrayed itself in the pretrial skirmishing as a defender of press freedom. Give me a second. Oh, man. Give me a second, man. Delaware Superior Court Judge Eric Davis, presiding over the case, had ordered a one-day trial postponement on Monday. Fox was pursuing settlement talks, two sources familiar with the matter said. Davis delayed the trial on Tuesday as the two sides appeared to hammer out the deal in private. The primary question for jurors was to be whether Fox knowingly spread false information or recklessly disregarded the truth, the standard of actual malice that Dominion must show to prevail in a defamation case. In February court filings, Dominion cited a trove of internal communications in which Murdoch and other Fox figures privately acknowledged that the vote-rigging claims made about Dominion on air were false. Dominion said Fox amplified the untrue claims to boost its ratings and prevent its viewers from migrating to other media competitors on the right. Another lawsuit pending. Adding to the legal risks of Fox, another U.S. voting technology company, Smartmatic, is pursuing its own defamation lawsuit seeking $2.7 billion in damages in a New York state court. For many plaintiffs, a court holding and admission by the defendant about falsity are even more important than any actual money damages, said Mary Rose Pampadria, a constitutional law professor at the University of North Carolina School of Law. Fox had earlier argued that claims by Trump and his lawyers about the election were inherently newsworthy and protected by the U.S. Constitution's First Amendment. Davis ruled in March that Fox could not use those arguments as a defense, finding its coverage was false, defamatory, and not protected by the First Amendment. The lawsuit referenced instances in which Trump allies included his former lawyers Rudolph Giuliani and Sidney Powell appeared on Fox News to advance the false allegations. Murdoch internally described the election rigging claims as really crazy and damaging, but declined to wield his editorial powers to stop them and conceded under oath that some Fox hosts nonetheless endorsed the baseless claim. Dominion told the court in a filing. Under questioning from a Dominion lawyer, Murdoch testified that he thought everything about the election was on the up and up and doubted the rigging claims from the very beginning, according to Dominion's filing. Asked if he could have intervened to stop Giuliani from continuing to spread falsehoods on air, Murdoch responded, "I could have, but I didn't," the filing said. So there you got that one. So we're talking about the defamation lawsuit. It was essentially filed out of court just as the proceedings were to take place, basically. And like I don't know, maybe Fox's lawyers may have pulled a play and given themselves a little bit of more extra time to come up with something to settle out of, because it was supposed to start Monday and they got it postponed to Tuesday. That was just enough time for them to settle out of court. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm assuming that once they saw that Dominion was standing on their square in terms of standing fast with the original claim of the 1.6 billion or 1.7, how much of it was. I'm assuming they was like, okay, like they ain't backing down, so we got to start like seeing what we can do to settle. Can you still hear me, Black Son?
Oh shit, sorry. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, my mic was messed up that time. Yeah, you good. So let me ask you, because you said this case has been ongoing for some years now.
Well, they filed it in 2021.
2021. Okay, so that's okay. All right. So that's about what, 2 years. Okay. And I guess my question would be, what did Giuliani say to be considered defamation? I mean, I guess they had a strong case, obviously, but I mean, what? I guess you don't even remember what was said, do you?
Well, no, I would have to go to the interview, but the fact of the matter is, Dominion got documentation with officials at Fox saying that they knew that a lot of the stuff that was being pushed on Fox was false. They got documentation. There ain't nothing you can do about that.
Right. And Dominion, yeah, let me refresh my memory. Dominion are those voting machines that they claim that was faulty and all that stuff, right?
They're one of them. I mean, you got several companies that make them, but Dominion is one of them.
Well, I remember hearing about
if you heard in the article, Smartmatic is another company.
Yeah, I remember that.
Make the machines, and they got even a bigger lawsuit than Dominion got. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When that trial's supposed to start, I don't know.
Right. Well, they're gonna feed off this one, man. These damn
because they got precedent now.
Absolutely, yeah.
They got precedent too. Like it's a go for everybody to sue now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow! So that just opens up the floodgates. God damn! Holy cow! So most likely they're gonna, now that it's a precedent,
remember, right? Because it's a precedent. Like you got something to go off of now.
That's right. Yeah.
Because all of them got the same claim.
Right. Yeah.
It's a legal precedent. Therefore, you ain't got to do the grunt work. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. So that means they got to settle back to back now. Damn.
Pretty much.
Damn, bro.
Pretty much. But like the Murdoch said, they got the cash on hand. I'm pretty sure they do. You know what I'm saying? Fox News powerhouse.
Yeah, man, but to be taking hits like that back to back, like you said, it sets precedent. So who else is in the wing waiting? Who else is in line? You know what I'm saying?
That's good. That's you're right.
So I mean, I get it. They got the money, but it's never good to have a stack of people waiting in line, waiting for a payout, bro. It's just not a good feeling, bro. Not a good feeling. But I get it. I see how these lawsuits work. Like I said, it sets precedents, but now you gotta hell. I just hope damn companies don't come out of the woodwork and try to backlog they shit and be like, hey, but fuck.
Well, again, when we talk about a news source like Fox News, we know their gameplay, right? We know how they operate. We know that they subscribe to a particular audience. We know that.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, we do.
The goal to keep the ratings, the goal to keep the advertisement is to make sure you do everything in your power to provide sustenance, so to speak, to that particular demographic.
Right.
They've been doing it for years now. They're the best at it. That's why they're the top news source in America. Period.
Oh, I didn't even know
You know
that.
what I
I
mean?
didn't know. I did not know that. Wow. Wow. I just learned something today. I didn't know. No
But you
Fox.
didn't know they. You didn't know
No,
they was the top.
I didn't know they were the top. Damn. I didn't know they were the top. I knew they were on top, but I thought they shared that position with like, like CNN and all them. But I didn't
Man,
know.
please.
Yeah. Oh shit.
CNN can't hold no candle to Fox.
Well, goddamn. Well, goddamn. So nobody holds a candle. That's right, because I guess they're the only, allegedly right wing platform as compared to the other ones. I guess they're more liberal.
Compared to the other right wing platforms, those other right wing platforms are minuscule. Name me another right wing platform on mainstream TV.
On mainstream, Reuters, but they're not as big. I can't really. I can name.
Reuters ain't no. Hold on, wait a minute. Reuters ain't no. Reuters is not. I don't consider Reuters left or right. Reuters is just information. I look at Reuters like I look at AP, like Associated Press. They just there to report on shit.
Got it. Right. They don't take a side. Fair enough.
When I say news source, I'm talking about Fox, ABC, NBC, CNN. I'm talking about that.
Yeah.
Name me another right wing mainstream media source.
No, they're it.
Mainstream.
No, they're it. They're it.
Okay.
You're right. Yeah. Okay. I mean, now that you put it in that perspective, yeah, of course. Okay, that makes total sense. I just didn't give it much thought when I'm thinking about all these other conglomerates, but yeah, they're the only right wing. Now that you put that in perspective, yeah, it makes sense now. Damn.
The only other one that I could name, and I don't even consider them mainstream. The only other one that I could name is Newsmax, but Newsmax ain't mainstream.
No, they're not mainstream. No,
you know what I'm saying?
No, they're not even.
They ain't mainstream at all.
What I consider the top dogs. The top dogs. So now Newsmax, I consider them like I don't want to be insulting, but I want to say second tier.
Yeah, that's what I would call them, second tier.
Yeah. I mean, I don't consider them like big dogs. So yeah, I don't. Yeah, when you said Newsmax, automatically I'm thinking something that's second tier. So yeah, I don't. Yeah, okay. So, damn.
And then that's not to add all the other secondary news sources that Fox got. You got Fox News.
That's right.
You got Fox Business.
That's right.
You got Fox News Live.
Fox Sports.
You got Fox Soul. You know what I'm saying? Fox Sports, FS1.
Yep, that's right.
So they like even the monster that is Walt Disney can't hold no candle to Fox. Not in terms of the ratings. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Fox News is the top dog.
Yeah. Well, damn. There you have it, yo. I shit. I mean,
because they provide that right wing rhetoric to the people, and if I can look at it let's look at it from an economic point of view.
Okay.
Fox News is supplying the people in terms of where there's no demand or there's no means of production from anybody else, as it relates to right wing politics. Ain't nobody else providing that.
No, you're right. I mean, they got that sold up.
They can push whatever narrative on the right side that they want to. They can create it out of thin air if they want to.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's a fact.
So yeah, they making the money, but right now they paying the price because they bit off more than they could chew in terms of pushing a certain narrative when it comes to the 2020 election.
Yeah.
They bit off more than they could.
Yeah, they did, man. That was they definitely not making that mistake no more, man. That was a bad move, man. Shit. Bad move.
Man, could you imagine? Could you imagine if Fox says, you know what, Bumpy, we taking it to trial, and you would have
Oh,
had like Sean Hannity and Tucker Carlson on the stand?
right.
I would have laughed. That would have been must see TV.
Oh, absolutely,
Must
absolutely.
see
Oh
TV.
man, yeah, that would have been a spectacle, MD. That would have been a spectacle. I just can't. That would have been that would have been a whole frenzy over that, man. Yeah, that would have been a frenzy. And now they would have got ratings now, whoever covered that shit. I don't know how that would work because they're going
Oh
to
yeah,
court.
yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah,
definitely
no
got
doubt,
ratings,
no
but
doubt.
yeah, like you
But
said,
yeah,
but does the ends justify the means though? You know what I mean?
I mean that would be up for the people on the stand to decide. You know what I mean? How were they able to level out the rhetoric that they spewed on Fox News versus uh, uh, on the trial under oath? You know what I'm saying? That would have been the
Yeah,
funny part
exactly.
to me.
Yeah, that would have been that would have been
That would have
disaster.
been hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we gonna have to see in the coming months what happens with these other lawsuits. We're gonna have to keep up with it.
Okay. Well, shit. Well,
Definitely gonna have to
they're
keep up
waiting in
with it.
line.
But yeah,
They're
we can
definitely
move
waiting.
on to the yeah, yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, we can move on to the next article.
Okay, all right. And then this one's the kicker, y'all. This one's the kicker. So let me share screen and let me blow this thing up for y'all. Okay, let me blow this up. Hold on. And yeah, I definitely need to blow this up. Damn, that shit's small as hell. Okay. Okay, that should be good. All right, y'all, let's get ready for this. Suspect surrenders after outrage in U.S. shooting of Ralph Yarl. Lawyers of Yarl demanding to know why gunman was initially released after Thursday's shooting in Missouri. Oh, let me get rid of this ad. Sorry about that, y'all. The white man accused of shooting a black 16-year-old when the teen rang the doorbell of his house has surrendered to police in Clay County, Missouri, a day after charges were issued in the case that provoked nationwide outrage in the United States. Andrew Lester, 84, was briefly held at the county detention center on Tuesday following his surrender, according to the statement from the local sheriff's office, but he was later released on bond. Support, meanwhile, has poured in for 16-year-old Ralph Yarl. The civil rights advocates, celebrities, and local officials calling for justice in the case. Early on Tuesday, Yarl's mother, Cleo Nagby, said her son was recovering at home after being released from the hospital. Yarl's family has said the teenagers mistook Lester's house for a home a block away where he was meant to pick up his twin brother around 10 p.m. on April 13th. When he rang the doorbell, Lester opened fire, hitting Yarl twice in the head and arm. Despite having escaped a more devastating wound from the close range attack, Nagby said the injury is extensive and the residual effect of that injury is going to stay with him for quite a while. Oh shit! Oh shit! Hold on! Oh shit! Past it. He got a couple of bullets inside his body instead of a couple of twins coming out and giving him a hug. Nagby said during the interview on CBS television network. Since the attack, civil rights advocates, y'all lawyers said questioned the Lester was initially released in the wake of the shooting and charged only 4 days after protests drew national attention to the case. Civil rights lawyer Lee Merritt, who is representing y'all's family, said on Tuesday that he would meet the prosecutors later in the day to discuss why Lester was not charged with attempted murder. The 84-year-old faces instead counts of assault in the first degree and armed criminal action. Looking forward to speaking with federal prosecutor and investigators to see if the family's civil rights were violated, particularly in terms of due process. He said, speaking to Nagby, we're expected we expect all families who are met with this kind of trauma to get an immediate police response and a vigorous prosecution. That's not what this family was given before there was national outcry. Speaking to Al Jazeera's Gwen Grant, the CEO of Urban League of Greater Kansas City, said the group would be calling for federal hate crimes investigation. But she added the group also demanded to know why Lester was initially released and why he wasn't taken into custody immediately after he was charged. We have a rare problem in Missouri and Kansas City in the United States. Clearly, it all points to the fact that Black people in America have to deal with this type of racism and discrimination daily, she said. And then you have a law enforcement system that is still protecting, in my view, the assailant. She said, there is no way you can convince me and probably any other Black person that had the shooter been Black, the victim been a white teenage kid, the Black shooter would have been released. For his part, County Prosecutor Zachary Thomas has maintained that the justice system is working. He acknowledges on Monday the incident had a racial component without elaborating. Kansas City Police Chief Stacey Graves has previously told reporters that Lester was released after the attack because investigators still need to collect more evidence, and he had reached the 24-hour maximum for being held without being charged. Outrage grew in the days between the shooting and the charges, with several prominent celebrities calling for authorities to take action. His name is Ralph Yarl. His name is hashtag Ralph Yarl. And I'm sick and tired of this feeling. Actor Halle Berry wrote on Twitter in the post that included the contact information for Thompson's office. In a video posted online, Kansas City Chief Quarterback Patrick Mahomes said, "My prayers are for him first and his recovery, and hopefully the justice system does right by him and everyone involved." A GoFundMe account created by Yarl's family to pay for the hospital bills and future college expenses has reached nearly $2.8 million on Tuesday. Yarl's family had described him as a student-based clarinet player and a leader of the school band who hoped to attend Texas A&M University to major in chemical engineering. It's on us to support justice in this case and to prevent something like this from ever happening again, Kansas City Mayor Quentin Lucas tweeted. U.S. President Joe Biden spoke to Yarl by the phone on Monday, a call that his lawyers said included an invitation to visit the White House. The shooting has drawn attention to Missouri's so-called Stand Your Ground law, which protects individuals if they use force upon another person when and to extent he or she reasonably believes such force to be necessary to defend him or herself or the third person from what he or she reasonably believes to be the use of imminent use of unlawful force by such other person. The law notably says an individual does not have a duty to retreat before using force. Versions of the law have been passed in at least 28 states, according to the National Conference of State Legislatures. The law was famously used in defense to help to acquit George Zimmerman in the 2012 deadly Florida shooting of Trayvon Martin, an unarmed Black 17-year-old. Several protesters have compared Yarl's case to Martin's. While it was not immediately clear if Lester would pursue that defense, Yarl's attorney had already begun to push back on the notion that it would apply. You're ringing the doorbell. You're not banging on the door. You're not doing anything that is malicious or aggressive. Civil rights lawyer Ben Crump, who is also representing the family, told Atlanta, Georgia-based Scripps News Network, we have to talk to these perpetrators and tell them they need to quit profiling our children. We have to remain vigilant until there's a conviction. He added, far too often we've seen charges where they shoot unarmed black teenagers and scream, stand your ground. And then the jury acquits them. So we are not going to start being relieved until we get a conviction. Okay, and that's the end of the article. Yeah, damn. I'm gonna let you start off with that one, MD.
Yeah, man. So again, we got another situation of a senile, scared, reactionary white person shooting an unarmed black teenager, and not the people involved, not the defense, but the media itself portraying a contention between two sides, and that's the part I don't like.
Right.
Let's look at this. Let's look at this from a legal standpoint. We understand what stand your ground is. We understand what castle doctrine is.
That's correct. Yes.
We talked about this. We talked about this before, Black Son.
We did. Right.
How can how can you use the castle doctrine when this man, well, not this man, this boy,
This boy,
this
yeah.
young teenager, this young brother, did not forcibly enter into your house at all? You shot him through the glass. How can you stand your ground and you not being attacked? In no way, shape,
Right.
or form.
Well, not only
In
that,
fact, you were the attacker.
yeah. There's no. I mean, there's no defense. I mean, the only thing he could plead being senile. That's the only thing I could think of, because, like you said, when you look at, he didn't bang on the door. He rang the doorbell, and then he was still behind the door when he got shot. So where was the
Right.
threat?
And,
His
and,
lawyer,
and he hit the ground. He hit the ground and then got shot again. That's malice at that point.
yeah. But that's why I would say
You
if I
shot
was
him while he was
defense,
on the ground.
right. No, I clearly no. I mean, we get everything in detail. I'm just trying to think of a defense. I'm like his lawyers right now. I'm trying to figure out a defense. Like, how can we goddamn defend this man? Because clearly every step along the way he was in the wrong.
Right.
So like you said, stand your
I mean,
ground.
the only defense that I can. Yeah. I was gonna say the only defense I see is that he'll see our old man.
That's the defense I would go for. I would clearly go for that. That's the only that would take away the sting of the whole malice and the intent. That would take that away. Just say, he's just not in his right mind. He's senile. I could see that being the only defense, because, like you said, everything else, it just shows pure malice and premeditation. But if you could, like I said, the only way you could shake that is through saying he's senile. That's the only defense they can go for, bro.
Right.
That's saying that you buy it. I'm just saying that would be the only leg to stand on, brother.
Yeah, I got you. Like I said, it's a messed up situation. Us living in these communities, and again, I can always tie this back to social equity, right? In the eyes of a lot of people, especially now in 2023, where we find ourselves intermingling socially within these different neighborhoods all around the country, despite the level the level of wealth or the level of influence that a black person may have. And again, like I said, I'm not even going to tie this into Black American because obviously these were African immigrants.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the young brother was exceptional in school. He had aspirations of going to Texas A&M. Like, bro, like this wasn't no nigga just walking around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he don't know the difference.
Yeah, exactly. He don't know the difference. So the goal of living in a society where we all have to fit in this system, right? We have to start not necessarily indoctrinating, because that'll be the wrong word to use, but we have to start educating the masses that that don't see the influence or tend to ignore the influence and drive it home from an economic and political standpoint.
Right.
So some people say, with me being a Republican, with me having a Republican ideology, I ain't gonna call myself I'm a radical Republican. But with me having that type of ideology, people tend to believe that I think the problem is already fixed, or I think there's nothing left for the black society to do. That's far from the case. You know what I'm saying?
No, but what they're doing, they're conflating each individual candidate, but they're not. I mean, again, they're not concentrating on policy. They might get caught up in the code of personality, what a person might say, but when it comes to policy, that's a whole different. Yeah, that's why I try to explain out of frustration, man. That hey, no. Let's control. Let's stick to the policy. But I mean, let's not do the code of personality, because you're going to get distracted and you're going to get confused and you're going to mislead. Right. There you go.
Yeah. That the issue is separating identity politics.
There you go.
And strictly conforming to constitutional rights for all people. Fuck what you look like. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think we have an opportunity to be the harbingers for that specific ideology.
Right.
You can't stop nobody from hating you because of the color of your skin. You can't stop nobody to have an assumption about you because of who you are as a person or what you look like, whatever. You can't stop. You'll never be able to stop that. I don't give a damn where you go. What you can stop is from a person thinking twice from a legal standpoint. Some people, and it's crazy to say, even in 2023, some people think it's they got carte blanche to fuck with black folk.
Right.
Not based off anything legal. They ain't even thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? It's because the ideology that's deeply ingrained within the system. The issue has to be, and the what you have to attack is the issue of the identity politics. Until we can attack that position and understand the constitutionality of all people and the consequences of breaking that constitutionality.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
We're gonna continue to have the same talking point, and the media understands that. That's why they keep pushing it. You know what I'm saying?
I do. That's why I'm trying to figure out, like, I mean, but at the end of the day, I mean, like like you described in the article, I mean, it's just pure malice. At the end of the day, you can write, I mean, you're still dealing with malice. At the end of the day, you can't change a person's mind if they just have ill intent. And what was demonstrated was ill intent. I mean, there's no way around that. So, I mean, again,
let me ask you this. Based off the situation, based off the case, do you, and I got my opinion, but I just want to know yours.
Okay.
Because of how the media is formulating this case, do you think you could get a hate crime out of this?
Realistically, damn, that's a tough one. I think you can. I think it's possible. Um, for some reason, I don't. It should go in that way, MD. Hear what I'm saying? It should go in that way, and everything is other. But I have a feeling it's not going to be a hate crime. I don't know the way
Well,
things.
I say no. I say no.
Okay.
I say no outright. With that
Why you
being
say
said,
no? Yeah. We got to explain that, please.
you can't argue no hate. Even if this dude didn't like black folk, you
Right.
still can't. You don't have no argument for no hate crime. I just said that because I've been seeing it thrown around in different social media. Like I'm like, how do you get hate crime out of this? With that being said, can you get malice murder out of this?
Yeah, you can get malice. Yeah. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I like your argument. Yeah, that actually that makes sense. That makes sense. Go ahead. And I didn't mean to
So
interrupt you, B, but yeah,
no, you good, you good, you good.
Yeah. This
Now,
is
as a DA, which one would you go with? As a DA,
I would go with malice. Absolutely, go with
you
malice.
go with malice murder.
Absolutely.
So what if they came to you and say, hey, look, can we get this down to manslaughter? Would you do that?
If I was the prosecutor, no,
Yeah,
I
if
would
you were the
go.
prosecutor, you would say screw that, right? We going murder, right?
Yeah, I would go. Yeah, I would go murder because it's clear. There's no. It's a slam dunk, MD. So why would I? If I got a slam dunk,
Now, hold on, wait a minute. Let me don't get
okay.
nobody. This young man is not dead. He actually at home.
But that doesn't stop.
I'm just saying hypothetically. I ain't trying to put no ill vibes in the air. I'm just
No,
saying.
I hear what you're saying. No, I hear what you're saying. I clearly hear and understand what you're saying. But what I'm saying that the intent is still there, so you can still push just because the intent. That's But I get it. He's still alive. You can go for a lesser charge.
And the reason I said, like I said, I'm not trying to put no ill will out. I'm just trying to like put some scenarios out.
No, I know. Yeah, I get it. No, I clearly
get it. Okay, cool. So with that being said, we know. I think either today or yesterday, they released him, and he's at home recovering now. With that being said, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, he's able to recover from this.
Right.
And everything's good to go. With that being said, what type of charge? Because I know they put in there, in that article, I forgot what they said in that article. Well, anyway, it don't matter. Okay, he survived this. Everything's good to go. What type of charge do you think the DA will formally indict this man on?
Attempted murder. Yeah.
Because I also heard it was something like it was like assault. I heard assault with a deadly weapon. I heard attempted murder. And I also heard reckless. I forgot what they named it. It's like
something with the arms, reckless arm, something about
something with a dangerous weapon, reckless, reckless action with a dangerous, something like that.
That's what it was.
Which is bullshit, by the way.
He didn't do
nothing reckless. He meant to do what he did.
That's right.
So out of those three, as a DA, which one are you going with?
Well, I'm definitely not going with the reckless. I would have to go with attempted murder.
Right. And what constitutes the attempted murder?
The intent.
Well, so let's say, and I'm just putting scenarios out there. Let's say,
let's do this.
Let's say as soon as he opened the door, he shot through the glass, and that was it. What charge would that have been?
Oh, okay. So in that case, see, that changes up the whole thing right there, MD. That right there, that could be. I guess you could say attempted manslaughter. That one can be reduced. If it was just shot through one time, well, then that could be the reckless, that bullshit charge that you're not agreeing with.
I don't even think that. It's hard to say, right? And that's where stuff started to get like iffy. You know what I'm saying?
That's where it gets iffy, but because he continued, that's malice right there. That's attempted murder. But like I said, if you would have just shot him through the door one time, that would have changed the whole paradigm. That would have shifted everything. it would have changed the whole narrative for me. Yeah, I wouldn't even.
But because he shot him while he was on the ground in the head.
Yeah, exactly, in the head. Right.
That shows the intent right there. That's attempted murder.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's where all the motivation comes in.
Right.
After the fact. Like I said, if you would just initially shot him through the door and then, oh shit, what the hell did I do? That changes the whole narrative. That changes, yeah, we would actually be having a different conversation right now.
You're right.
We would have that's why
I brought that up.
No, that's a very good point. Like I said, it would have changed the whole paradigm. And I think it would have changed the whole paradigm. But because he went and, like you said, and tried to fucking kill him and shot him in the head after he blew him through the door, it changes the whole paradigm. That's why I said it's two different scenarios with two different complete narratives. And like I said, you can get two different complete charges because, again, if you just shoot him one time and he gets blown back and he's laying on the ground, but you don't move forward to try to finish him off, it changes the whole narrative. It changes the malice. It changes the attempt. I would even say, okay, manslaughter. But he survived. So I would say, okay, I don't know if is attempted manslaughter even a thing or no, because manslaughter is not. No.
Yeah, man, it ain't no attempted manslaughter. You can't get no attempted manslaughter.
Yeah. So it would be.
It would have been like assault with a deadly weapon or something.
Yeah, assault with a deadly. Yeah, it would have just been. Yeah, it would have reduced that down. But now, like I said, him walking out, that reinforces everything. The whole narrative changes. So yeah, that actually was a good question, MD. And that really, like I said, damn, that changes the whole narrative.
Right.
That changed the whole. I mean, got me.
Like
really
I said, this dude is over 80 years old.
True.
I mean, to be honest with you, like I said, I don't know. I'm gonna try to keep up with the case. They may end up releasing them on a shit bond. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't gonna consider him no flight risk or nothing like that. Like,
true.
You know what I mean? And he gonna be in hell. The way he was looking, it looked like he got 1 foot in the casket already.
Yeah, I saw that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw that.
So, yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. Am I expecting something swift? No, I'm not.
No, you know absolutely not. Absolutely not. No.
But we'll keep up with the case, and if we get any other new developments, we'll definitely let y'all know. But yeah, that's the stories for this week. Tomorrow, since we weren't able to do the show yesterday, tomorrow we're gonna swing right back around with Arena Abroad, and we got some stories for Arena Abroad.
Do we?
Yeah, if you want to give a preview for Arena Abroad tomorrow.
Okay. So as y'all know, there's a civil war happening. Coup d'etat, civil war. I mean, y'all can label it how y'all want. It's going down in Sudan. It is going down in the Sudan. That's for starters. Like I said, the Sudan situation, and in fact, I'm going to see tonight if I can pull up an extra bonus article because they're saying that damn weapons from Ukraine are ending up in the goddamn Sudan somehow. So I mean, I know I didn't talk to you about that, MD, but yeah, that's I came across that. But yeah, like I said, the Sudan, we're gonna be dealing with that. And then our second article will be, let's see, we got Sudan down. Then we're gonna have let's see. Let me scroll. Okay, so we got Sudan. And then we got this thing. Like, give me a second. It's refreshing, y'all. Give me.
No, you good, man. You good.
Yeah, this thing's refreshing. Okay, so we got the Sudan article, and then we got oh man, it's Russian activists. We got a Russian activist.
Yeah.
Charged with treason. So we're gonna deal with that. And wait, did we have one more? I think we had one more.
We got the rapping guy in England, but that's just a one off. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, no problem, no problem.
Yeah, that's just a one off. I ain't really counting now.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Um, oh shit, we just had. Okay, I guess we just had two, man.
Well, we'll have the other one tomorrow, no doubt.
We'll have a bonus. I thought I put up the other one. I do apologize. I thought I had it, but apparently I'm checking, and
Yeah,
apparently,
we'll have it tomorrow.
yeah.
But
So like,
we definitely gonna deal with Sudan,
oh yeah, we got to.
and
Yeah,
we also gonna deal with the Russian Ukrainian activists
absolutely.
getting charged 25 years. So
Yeah, man, and we're gonna touch on that tomorrow, man. We gotta I'm excited about this whole Sudan situation, man. It's man,
and
shoot.
we'll have the latest on of course Ukraine and Russia. Black Swan to provide us with that.
Oh, yeah. If you want me to throw in the Bakhmut situation, I mean, I know I spoke on that earlier, but
We'll look into it. We'll look
okay,
into it.
okay, bet. I'll bring that up again because it's very important. Bakhmut is a very important city to both sides right now, but Russia got 90% of it, bro. So I think it's a wash. I think it's a wash, MD. And I believe I told you, MD. I said they're gonna tape it by April 19th. Did I not say that?
You did.
So we're going. Like I said, I'm gonna pull it up tomorrow, man. We'll make our assessment to see how far off I was on that. So yeah, expect to see that tomorrow. Like I said, the Sudan civil war, coup d'état. The journalist in Russia, and he's a Russian citizen. Damn, so ain't gonna be no prisoner swap. So we gonna get on that tomorrow, and Bakhmut situation. So yeah, and again, like this is not no damn. If it's a Russian citizen, it ain't gonna be no prisoner swap. It ain't gonna be no Brittany Grinder. So um, y'all can forget about that. It's gonna be So we'll get to it tomorrow. We'll get to it tomorrow.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Another news pack show. You know what I'm saying? Every Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesday, like I said, the only reason we didn't do it, we had an issue yesterday. Tuesday, arena this week. Thursday, arena abroad. Weekly. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So yeah, other than that, man, that's all I got for this week.
All right, man. Well, we'll see y'all tomorrow at 6. Is 6:30 cool?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay, 6:30. Okay, man. And like I said, I should get home. I should be good for tomorrow, man. So yeah, we'll touch base tomorrow, man, and yeah, we'll get to it.
All righty, man. Well, there you got it.
All right, y'all. All right, we out, man. Thanks, MD, man. See you tomorrow.
No problem. Peace.
Peace.